Hello everybody, long time no see. Today we're gonna have the Robocop Rogue City review. Well, I never normally hunt for the coveted Platinum trophy in games. It is reserved purely for those titles I have a special affinity with, or those that I harder not to 100% than otherwise looking at you. Telltale, but I did get the Platinum in Robocop Rogue City, and cherished every second of it. Paul Verhoeven's 1987 film, one of my favorites for all of the time, thanks to its melding of razor-sharp satire and good squib-laden action. I've always had an affinity for the franchise, but aside from the sorely undergraduated 2014 remake, I found it to struggle to even make good on the quality of the original. Robocop Rogue City changes that though. It's a truly stellar shooter that's not only one of the best licensed games of all time, but undoubtedly one of the best games of the year. Sandwiched between the second and third films, Robocop Rogue City is surprisingly RPG-infected shooter where you can take the mantle of the Alex Murphy and a something cop-turned weaponized cyborg to the OCP. Given the original trilogy is the 3 decades old now, Rogue City doesn't expect you to know your clearance back here from your Dick Jones, and drip feeds the basics when they're required. It's quite cutscene heavy with lots of dialogues between Robocop and members of the Detroit Police, from his long-serving sidekick Ann Lewis to the street sergeant Warren Reed. There are light RPG elements as you decide how to tackle conversations based on 3 core tenets of the Robocop's programming. This can come back to bite you, depending on whenever you stick firmly to OCP's company life or let Alex Murphy humanity see it throughout the cold metal exterior. It rewards replaying and trying different dialogue choices to experience some of the branching narrative moments. But there is no mission replay option to sample this, sadly. Fortunately, when the shooting starts, Robocop Rogue City is one of the zippest and most satisfying shooters I ever played. Most of the time you solely use Murphy's Thrust Auto 9, an automatic pistol with unlimited ammo that you can grade by applying new circuit boards and modules throughout the 15 hours or so I'll take you to beat the game. By the 8th hour, you'll be able to craft a weapon that's truly unstoppable, making you feel as towering as Robocop is in the first film. For variety's sake, you can pick up felled enemies' weapons off the floor for the duration of the level, but it's never as fun as using the Auto 9 to turn a baddie into mush. Robocop Rogue City toes the line between a semi-open world action game for being combined with a more linear shooter. Some hub areas are downtown Detroit are fairly expensive, where you can sloop around to find hidden side quests and even dish out tickets to illegally parked up cars. Rather than avoiding these side missions, I always find myself drawn to them. Since Rogue City makes the Robocop experience feel so immersive, I wanted to release every single chance I got, solve crimes, and clean the city up in those steely metal boots. From a story front, it's probably the second best narrative in the series behind the original film. Gone is the bombastic budget scaling on the second film, interacting as a prequel to Robocop 3, with the development of the Delta City lurking in the background. This time around, Robocop got the Hound down the border of the long-term foe, while also stopping OCP's continued efforts to turn Detroit's law enforcement into the soulless robots. It's not a going break at all, especially when these come soon in conjunction with the second of the third films, but there is enough here to satisfy the game length. Some really tender themes emerge to you. If you've seen Robocop 2, you know what about Murphy emotional trip hole and scenes of the Wayne appearance here too. But of course, it all boils down to how well Robocop Rogue City plays as a shooter. Fortunately, it's incredibly smooth, and while the game is never particularly challenged due to inherent strength and near invulnerability, I never got bored of shooting up alleys brimming with baddies. Gore mechanics are just as 80s infected as you hoped for, and once you get the right upgrades to your gun, you'll dive into enemy screamlash as headstrong as Alex Murphy himself. That's the highest praise I can give Robocop Rogue City, a game I absolutely adore. It truly makes you feel like Robocop himself, brimming with the power and precision, but never letting his human side fade. I was expecting a licensed game to impress me this much, but not only it's a fantastic story and a fantastic entry in the franchise that's been sorely overlooked in recent decades, but also a bloody good shooter to boot. For fans of the films or just those degradingly familiar with the character, I'm certain you love the Robocop Rogue City. It's as faithful to the material as it gets in license fare, and proves that when handled with the love and care, they always do scope to tell new stories in such beloved franchise. Robocop Rogue City is the biggest surprise of the year, and one of the best shooters I've ever played in a long time. Fans of the franchise will delight in the story and world building, all of completely loyal to the 1987 original. So I was playing on the PlayStation 5, and thank you guys for sharing with me with the keys. I would like to appreciate the developers and the marketing team, as well as mention you guys. You don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. And also, we're going to have a little giveaway which I'll announce soon. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, rate, and subscribe. Peace.